So it was very popular. Many Hindus converted. He also said you don't have to be, you can eat, you don't have to kill to eat. If somebody gives you meat, it's okay, but killing is bad. Taking anybody's life is bad. I will separately tell you about the Brahmin food because Brahmins ate beef, Brahmins ate pork, which was not pork, it was wild boar. And during ceremonies, they killed their favorite horse and many horses because this is very much like the Incas. When you have won a war, you won the war, then you give what is most sacred to you. Either your favorite wife, you kill her and give it to God, or you kill a horse or a beautiful woman. So whatever. Of course, you won't kill yourself. That is a very smart thing. So, and I mean, it's not like Abraham, trying to give his son. So that shows that how much you are devoted to that person, that you're willing to give your own most loved object on a person. So Brahmins ate everything, and during these gift acceptance, many of them ended up getting a goat or getting a cow and all those objects. So I'll tell you separately about that part. I'll also tell you about the basic cow and the cow's different products and all that. So there were many Buddhist converts, and then there was another contemporary was born from the third caste, and he said killing is bad, period. And in according to Hindus, you are reborn. They believe in reincarnation. So if you're reincarnated, you don't know what you're going to come back as, so you could be eating your Uncle Harry. So it was presented to them that way, and they said, you don't know what you're going to come back. So killing is bad, and everybody has the equal right to live on earth. So that is when the concept of ahimsa was born. And meaning no, himsa meaning killing, so non-violence. Pita follows this very well in US. So there are many speakers of this original ahimsa line in Pita today. So there were mass conversions because these people, poor people in the third caste, business caste, weren't getting much meat anyway. They were giving it fattening of the Brahmins and the Kshatriyas. So Kshatriyas, of course, had to fight and they stayed thin because of their job. But the Brahmins, just look at a Brahmin. Have a look at when we go to the temple in Meenakshi. Have a look at the Brahmins. They would all be like a pot-bellied, this easy life because they just live there, and everybody is giving you food because you're a Brahmin. So I always say the curse of this country is the caste system. The day we abolish it, we will progress faster than China because we have the gift of language which British gave. So India has one leg up over China that way. So there were mass conversions, and this was more appealing to Indians. So there were this second caste, the third caste reformer, or the person who introduced a new religion is called Jain, Jain, and they are vegetarians. They are mainly in Bombay, like Ambanis are Jain. Okay, all those people who are in business are all Jains because that's all they have done all their life, and they are vegetarians, and some of them are more strict than the other. Jains are two groups. One is called Shwetambar, another one is called Digambar. Digambars believe that life is sin. You're brought on this earth because you committed something wrong, bad, and you need to go back to God finally because you're God's children. And so just pass your life with as much of denying yourself any pleasure and die as soon as possible and go back. And this is the Digambars, and they just pass their life just worshiping themselves. But that is the extreme way of doing it by the priests. But others, the followers, are not. Ambani is in this caste. These people do not believe in wearing clothes. They please don't. They are naked totally, and they are very strict in terms of denying any kind of pleasure in life. That means food. 99% of the food they will not eat because anytime the vegetable they eat underground, you might have killed an insect or a worm in pulling it out like a potato. They will not eat, and they won't eat fruits that may get a worm. So they will not eat fruits and vegetables during rainy season, and they won't eat lentils and legumes except in one form and one form only. They eat one legume called arar dal or tur dal, which is the yellow lentils, which is soaked in castor oil, and that is kept so that it will not get worms in them. It's called oil dal. When you go to grocery store, you can buy that. So they believe that, and they make amazing vegetables out of legumes, and grains, and it's Jain food. So this is one group. The other one is called Shvetambars. They wear white clothes, and they carry a broom so that they don't step on a insect. They also eat after sunrise, before sunset, so the insect doesn't fall on their food. And they won't eat any vegetable that has seeds. So because they don't believe in germination of they're not killing germinating kind of vegetables and fruits. So they won't eat okra, they won't eat eggplant. They usually eat because when Ambanis came to US during the Bush time, there was a meeting. I got a call from them because they wanted me to cook for their family, and so they knew I was a good cook. They just didn't know what caste I was, so they were asking what all I did. They knew I was Hindu, so they checked. I would cook this. They said they don't want this. They don't. So after that, I said, so what do you eat yourself? So I said where my father came from, and then when they found out that I'm Brahmin, they had two castes below me. They said, oh my God, you can cook anything. That's fine, because food cooked by a Brahmin and given to this business caste is like a nectar for them. So they would not even question me. I could have stuck some beef in there and they won't even know. Like if I'd used beef broth.